I realized I was like going on dates with men and entertaining men that I don't have genuine, authentic, emotional connection with or even attraction to sometimes. I am leveraging for an outcome here. And women do it every day, and so do men. It didn't feel good enough to me. So that is when I stopped going on the dates, thanked my matchmaker with love, and I went to my fertility doctor. And I told him my dilemma. And he said, well, Eboni, you're uniquely positioned in that you can go about motherhood in a solo capacity in New York City. And I researched and I did my due diligence and I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to come back to this dating marketplace. I'm going to come back no longer trying to fill a void of I need to get a man to make my motherhood dream come true. I'm going to come back as a mother, and I'm going to come back with a purity of intention that says now I am dating exclusively for emotional and romantic connection.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Hit the like, subscribe, yikes. As we heard the words of Eboni K. Williams, friend of the channel, and Eboni basically stated that she's coming back into the dating market and she's dating not for a particular outcome like she was doing before. Pretty much dating dudes. I mean, we heard the bus driver comment. What if he has everything, but he drives a bus, as an example? She was dating to see what she can extract out of you. That's what she was dating for. And that's why she's, I guess, around 45 years old. She's 40 something. She's around 45 years old and having to go to a fertility clinic and get a donor to give her a child because a man wouldn't give her one.
He ain't lying. That's right.
And the man wouldn't give her one because the broad is a narcissist. She is selfish. Yeah? She's only looking, again, for what she can extract out of the man, not what she's giving. Okay? That's why she ended up in the predicament that she's in. The striking thing for me, the most glaring thing for me, and is proving her selfishness, a lot of the times that she talks about her quote unquote journey in fertility and or having the child, she barely mentions the child. She doesn't mention that she's going to go back out on the market with a small child, probably dating in her 50s with a kid that's in elementary school, in like the first grade or something like that. She hasn't learned anything. So any man that you bring around, it's not just about emotional, romantic connection. What type of influence is he going to have on my child? You've just added extra layers to it. You made it harder for yourself in regards to dating. Unless you get an older cat. or what she'll do, you know, what a lot of the old broads are doing. She'll pay for a young cat. Maybe she'll pay for one. He'll hang around for a little bit until he gets his paper up. Then he's going to bounce. And get him a chick either his age or younger. That's what he's going to do. She hasn't learned a thing. The last video I made about this broad, what she's talking about, her dating coach. She was sounding like our friend of the channel, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, quote unquote doctor. I guess in the future, she's pretty soon going to be known as life coach Cheyenne Bryant, because she's going to have to rebrand. She sounds just like her. Defiant. She said from her dating coach that basically from all her sessions that she had with the dating coach and the help she was getting, she learned that she doesn't have to prove anything to you as I'll just use the word that she would use, partner.
Shit.
And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. How in the world are you going into a relationship or trying to start a relationship and not worried about what you're going to be giving or not having to quote unquote prove yourself? It's an interview. If you try to get a job, if you try to get a spot on a TV show or whatever the case may be, you got to prove yourself to them people. You don't walk into their office, be like, I don't have to prove nothing to you. What you talking about? And if we're talking about building a lifetime connection, you definitely got to prove to me that I'm going to bet it all on you. What, you ain't that cute. I mean, the broad's cute, but she ain't like bad to the bone like that. Somebody going to risk it all. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's read some comments here. Actually, I'll read the caption. Eboni K. Williams opens up about the realities of today's dating market, why she chose the path of single motherhood. She didn't choose single motherhood. It chose her. Didn't no man want to keep her. She's one of these sassy, fast-talking broads. That's why she reminds me. She's not as bad as Cheyenne Bryant, but she's but at least she went to school. We know that. But attitude-wise, anyway, she'll drop the F-bombs. She got attitude. She got just as stank of attitude almost as Cheyenne. So, like I said, from what I've seen, she almost as bad as her. So yeah, single motherhood chose you. the dating marketplace chose single motherhood for you. Let's see. So yeah, the path of single motherhood and deeper conversations women are having about love standards and building the life they truly want. And that's working out so great for Black America, right? Anyway, Kendra G. Oh, Lord. Oh, I know this is going to be bad. Eboni is so wise.
That is f***ing stupid. Wake up.
Hey, Kendra, if she was so wise, she wouldn't have had to get a donor to have her child. A man would have been begging to do it. A man the caliber that she wants. But she doesn't offer those men anything. Yeah? That's the problem. But y'all pretty much in the same place. So that's why you're going to clap it up. That's what the ladies do. Hey, we all out here struggling. Meg Thee Stallion is a slut, but it's okay. It's okay. Meg or Clay Thompson should marry this chick. Yeah, right. Anyway, let me finish reading this. Eboni's so wise. She did what's best for her. See, Kendra, like, come on, baby. She did what's best for her. We'll always respect that, Eboni K. Williams, and your strength to share with the world. She didn't have no choice. She didn't have no choice. She's gonna pop up with a kid. Oh, who's the father? She didn't have no choice. Like, she's decided to go. I mean, I'm assuming the attorney thing wasn't going that great. So she decided to go the entertainment route. She's articulate, she's attractive enough in the face. So, she could do it. But yeah, this ain't it. She didn't have a choice but to share. Let's see what people got to say. She said, I deeply appreciate you saying this. The power of being an educated and hardworking Black woman. Here's the true and unfettered access of choice. That's the beautiful part. We really do get to choose what's best for each of us. What about your kid? Again, you're going to raise that child without a father. And I believe you have a daughter. And just like you grew up with daddy issues, as we found out in one of the last videos I did about her. Just like you grew up with daddy issues, guess who else is going to grow up with daddy issues? You're going to take her to a school where, guess what? Because these people are going to be affluent, they're going to be well off. Guess what? Most of them are going to be in 2-parent households, and dads are going to be showing up. And then your kid, her daughter, is going to look up at her and like, Mommy, where's my daddy? She's going to ask you that. And then what you going to tell her? Well, you can meet him when you're 18.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
If he's still living, a lot can happen in 18 years. You never know. So yeah, this is not smart. And again, she's only thinking about herself. Well, I want a kid. She's treating the child like it's a dog or something. Like, come on, man. I shouldn't care more about this than she does. That's crazy. Kendra G responds, yes, we do. I just love you and happy you designed the life that was best for you. What about the kid? The daughter is not lucky. Your daughter is lucky to have you as a mommy. You out your mind, boy. Jody, what is it? Jody K. Tail. I love that she shared this. Sherry_Nicole. I've looked up to Tube for many years. This small glimpse into your heart and mindset further accentuates why. Thank you for sharing your journey with us, sis. Thank you for your example. You see, God, dog, I feel so bad for you young men out here that have to date these boys, because I actually thought that I just thought it was just the internet and whatever, a very vocal minority, but a lot of women think this way. In real life, I've seen it. It's like, God, dog, man, it's bad out here. It's really bad. Luckily, I ain't in the streets like that, somewhat, but God, dog, I feel bad for y'all trying to pick a wife out of this cesspool. Jeez. Good luck to y'all, man. Good luck to y'all. The only thing that's going to end up having to happen is brothers got to starve these chicks out. Just don't give no kids. Don't marry them. They'll go away. The younger girls will see they ain't getting no results. They're not getting anything. They're going to make the adjustment. You got to starve these chicks out. They're just going to have to wither away on the vine. They're going to have to perish on the vine. That's it. Okay? That's it. That's the only way to fix this. You just got to get rid of them. Well, not get rid of them, but you know what I mean. They can be alone with their catch plants and their test tube babies if they want to. They can do that. Oh, Lord have mercy. What we got here? It's Gwendolyn. From the day I met you and the kind of questions you asked me about motherhood, I just knew you were going to be a fantastic mom. I'm so very happy for you, and what a lucky baby you have. What a lucky baby you have to have such a wise and beautiful mom like you.
Not only are you a hot dog, a grandstander, a showboat, and a prima donna, but you're a liar too.
I don't care if the broad looks like the junkyard dog. It don't matter if she's pretty. What is her character? She's clearly lacking character. That's why she can't keep a man. Duh. She can't give a man because she don't have it. You know, a lot of my videos end up being longer because of these comments. God dog. The Nikki Betty. This is so utterly evolved and intentional. God. Oh, Lord. Deja Davida. This whole interview was so on point. Appreciate Eboni K. Williams for always fearlessly speaking her truth and liberating others with her light. Hear this nonsense. God, dog. You know, this is why it's not good, really, honestly, this is why it's not good for women to be alone. That's why the black church looks the way it does. That's why they vote Democrat 95%. You should never vote 95% for anybody unless they're doing what you want them to do. Not on some, you ain't black if you don't vote for me, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's see. Let's see if anybody gets this broad in check. Let me see. And I'm pretty sure they're going to get a lot of responses. All right. I actually didn't see anything negative. But Natasha, what's this? Natasha Nayla Carter, whatever. Whole time is hard AF to date as a single mom, but you do meet quality men. The problem is when things get serious, now that man's like, I have to be a father figure for this child. Let's see. Let's see what this person says. As a fellow solo mama, I'd love to hear your experience on building community, nanny, because a lot of women need to understand how to build community when you're solo. You're supposed to build community with men in it. Just having a bunch of single women is not This is why women aren't fit for leadership, bro. When they get a little something, all they do is just think about themselves. When men get leadership, when you get a little something, he's like, okay, now I'm ready to have a family, to take care of a woman and children. They don't think like that. Let's see. Teslin, oh Lord, this broad. I should probably redo the video I was going to do on her. It's hard to date, period, but for single moms like Eboni K. Williams, it's actually easier than you think. This is crazy. What the delusion is crazy. The Natasha Carter broad. I found my husband as a solo mama very early on, just like Sierra. Damn. I wonder how dog desperate that dude was. What I tell y'all, and it's obvious, I'm not reinventing the wheel. They all looking for a sucker to take advantage of. So I done threw my straggly coochie around for 20 years, and now I'm like, all right, where's the best available guy? You were supposed to work your butt off to get somebody's leftovers. You kidding me? They done gave their best to somebody else. Their best years to somebody else. Now she gonna tell you how tired she is from working and all this other nonsense. Man, please. Just like Sierra. But it was not easy. But it was not easier than when I was single without children. Money doesn't make it easier. Now, I'm definitely gonna check her page in a sec. Let's see, whatever. Somebody responded, do you mean it was easier to date as a single woman? Oh, Lord. Here we go. Let's see, this Tesla and Figaro brought, everything in life is easier without children. That's a no-brainer. Finding quality men with or without children is not easy. However, when I mentioned Eboni, I wasn't talking about money alone, but since you mentioned it, I will address it. Financial stability actually does make it easier, life easier as a whole. With a single mom, because let me tell you what, this boy's got to work for the rest of her life to maintain the lifestyle. It don't get easier. Because when you got something to lose, you gotta keep it. And you gotta work to keep it. Lord have mercy. This broad's stupid anyway. I'm not gonna read the rest of this dissertation she wrote. Eboni K. Williams said, yes, my newborn night nurse, nanny, sororities. So the broad's got a nanny. Somebody else is raising her kid. This is sickening. No father, and you're not raising the kid. No father, somebody else is influencing your kid. Come on, man. Talking about her sorority sisters. Where's the men at? Alex.Nicole Greenwood, and I'm gonna get on out because I can't deal with this anymore. I think women are true to themselves. Excuse me. I think women are true. Oh, that is what it said. I think when women, are true to themselves and selfish with their vision, they always win. Eboni has always created the life of her dreams. This was another step. How in the world did she create the life of her dreams when she wanted a husband and child? She didn't create the life of her dreams. She's just doing the best she can with what she's got. The position that she put herself in. This is not good. And this should not be normalized. I can just go on, because guess what? Just like the BBLs and stuff like that, when they were way too expensive for a regular broad to get them, guess what? When the price went down, you started seeing BBLs all over the doggone place. You got broads, whole lines of them in the airport going to South America to get BBLs. The last thing you need is a bunch of women thinking, I'll just go to the sperm bank. That's the last thing you need. And they're talking to black women, by the way. They're not talking to white women. White women, Hispanics, Asians, they're not doing this nonsense. I mean, they are, but not as much as we are. Jennifer BXO Bullseye. Oh, God. Sam 619. Oh, this is a guy, looks like Sam 619 Randall. Might have been a little too selfish because she got in a jam at the end and had to settle for a sperm donor, which the fatherless child has to pay the price for as well. Finally, but it took a man to say it. God, dog, bro. Whew. Gosh. Well, I mean, that's it, man. I'm not reading any more of this, but thank God somebody in here has some sense. Let me know what you guys think about this. Am I being too hard on our friend Eboni K. Williams? Is she living the life of her quote unquote dreams, as this woman said? Oh Lord. Oh man, I didn't even read the whole comment. Actually, let me finish reading this comment because she said some more nonsense, actually. She said, I'm so proud of her for staying true to herself, but more importantly, not being afraid of sharing the story because women need to know all the options. Again, tell me if I'm being too hard on Eboni K and the ladies here. Or am I on point? Let me know what you think. Hit the like, subscribe. Till next time, I'm out.